All right, so this is question 2 of the week 4 math counts handout, and it asks, what is the value of the expression? And then it gives us the expression. That's the expression. So essentially, we're just going to have to simplify this a lot because it looks like a lot of big numbers, but don't worry, it'll look a lot better once we apply some of our exponent rules. So one of them is that if we have two numbers with the same base, so in this case we have a to the x, and we multiply them, so a to the x times a to the y, that's going to equal a raised to the power of x plus y. So for example, if we had 2 to the 22nd times 2 to the second, see how they have the same base? That's just going to equal 2 to the 22 plus 2, which is 24. And so similarly, if we're dividing two numbers of the same base, so we have a to the x divided by a to the y, well, that's just going to equal a to the x minus y. So, just as a hypothetical example, if we were to have 2 to the 22nd and we divided that by 2 to the 21st, see how both of the bases are 2, that's going to equal 2 to the 22 minus 21. So that's just 2 to the first. Okay, so it's just 2. Now let's apply these exponent rules to our problem. So one thing we can do is we can factor from the numerator. We can say, well, the numerator is just equal to 2 to the 22nd times 2 squared minus 1. All right, and we can do this because if we were to expand this out again, this numerator would just be equal to 2 to the 22nd times 2 squared minus 2 to the 22nd times 1, which is just 1. And so we just said right here that this is equal to 2 to the 24th. So if this is just 2 to the 24th minus 2 to the 22nd, it's the same thing. We didn't change the numerator at all. We just factored the biggest common divisor, the greatest common divisor. Yeah, that's what it's called, out of it. Okay, so next, let's do the same thing to the denominator. The denominator is 2 to the 23rd minus 2 to the 21, so the greatest common denominator of both those terms is 2 to the 21. And so when we factor that out, we get 2 squared, because that's just, 23 minus 21 is 2, so we have 2 squared, minus 1. And so what's pretty nice is that we can see that there's something that's on both the numerator and denominator. And that's these two right there. They cancel out. So we're left with 2 to the 22nd over 2 to the 21st. And oh my goodness, what a surprise. We ended up having to use our hypothetical example. But yeah, by our exponent rule right here, we know that this is just equal to 2 to the first. So our final answer is 2, which definitely is a lot simpler than whatever is going on right there.